Hi guys, Random here, back with a bit more World of Warships. I'd like to welcome some new players to the game. This is Steam. We all know and love Steam for all its foibles. World of Warships from the 15th of November, so in 9 days' time, will be available on Steam. Now this will mean new players. New players who probably don't know a great deal about the game. So I thought we'd do a quick crash course for them. So let's jump into World of Warships and let's start off where they will start, shall we? This is Tier 1. Yes, Tier 1. There are 10 tiers in the game, and as you progress through the tiers, the boats get bigger and better. But we all have to start somewhere, so Tier 1 is where you will start. Now you will have a range of Tier 1 boats. You will have, let's go to the tech tree, you will have the Hashidate from Japan, which is this little monster. It's quite a good little boat. You can see their purchase price is 0, because you get it for nothing. Yes, it's the best kind of boat. It's a free one. All the Tier 1 boats, like the Erie, are pretty similar in stats. Okay, none of them are particularly wonderful. We've got the Orlan there for Russia, the Hermlin for Germany, and we have the Black Swan for the United Kingdom. And when they get their fingers out and release this line, we'll have the Schengen for the Pan-Asian, and of course the Bougainville for the French. So we have a choice there, don't we? Okay, decision time. For those that can afford to sit and play the game all day, fantastic. You will progress pretty quickly through several lines if you want to. For those of you like me, you only get a chance to play the game, well, maybe a couple of times midweek, but mostly at the weekend. What I would suggest is jump onto YouTube and have a look at the top end. Okay, so the Dmitry Donskoy, the Moskva, the Tashkent, the Khabarovsk, Udaloy, Gorotsevoy. Do you want to progress on the Russian tree, or do you want to go on the American tree with the Iowa, Montana, Baltimore, Des Moines, Fletcher, Gearing? Make your mind up where you want to end up, I would suggest, because grinding forever, you know, to try and get through all of the different lines could get a bit tiresome. Or you might find that you prefer a particular type of boat, like a battleship, a cruiser, or a destroyer, and then you might want to just progress down those lines. But I would say do a little bit of research before you spend hours and hours and hours investing your time. That way you will get the most effective use of your time. So that said, everyone starts at Tier 1. Everyone starts at Tier 1, and we all get the same boats. So what can you do? Well, when you first join the game, the only option it will give you is co-op battle. Okay, your profile ranks. Now you will start at rank 1, like everyone. Got to watch the video there, and it will tell you about your service record or your profile rank. When you get to rank 2, it will tell you about tech trees, which are these. Okay, so it'll let you see where you want to be. Once you've done that, obviously you get to level 3, and then you can unlock random battles. Now I would be amazed if it takes you more than 10 games to get there. Even if you have terrible games, I would be amazed if it takes you more than 10 games. By which time I would also think you probably have earned enough XP to unlock a tier 2, if not a tier 3 boat. Okay, So you won't have to go into PvP battles with a tier 1. You can if you like, you know, but you don't have to. So, that is pretty much where we start off. Now, it doesn't matter which tier 1 boat you pick. It's going to be a co-op battle. There's the big red button. You hit it. That will take you into the game. Now, this really is the basics. Ships do have different statistics. For example, all the tier 1 boats except for the Black Swan can only fire high explosive ammunition. When you get to tier 2, you get a choice between high explosive and armour piercing. The Black Swan, because the British cruisers only fire armour piercing, will have armour piercing. So there are little quirks in the game like that you will pick up as you go along. Most important thing to remember, if you are facing the enemy like this and not like this, you're a much bigger target and you're giving away all the soft, juicy hit point parts of your ship. So for example, if we were to shoot this chap around here underneath the engine or underneath the turrets, so basically from the back turret to the front turret, yeah, they are the most delicate parts of the ship, and that is where you can inflict the most damage. If you're shooting somebody nose on, so like if you were looking at them like that, then it's much more difficult to get the crucial parts of the ship. So you'll generally inflict a lot less damage. Now, that's just very basic explanation of citadels and armour and angling. It's very basic, but when you're first starting off, to be perfectly honest, it's probably going to be all you need, because you'll have the advantage. Other people won't know this. Other people won't be aware of it. So we can see the enemy are coming in over here. We've got the Bougainville. Now you'll notice just to the left of the green circle is a little time that says 5 seconds. That lets you know roughly how long the computer thinks you need to lead. Now there we go, look, we're getting shot at. So the computer says I need to lead for 5 seconds. Well, we did that and we didn't hit him. So I'm going to assume he's travelling a little bit faster than 20 knots, which is what that is calibrated at. So, yep, there we go. We got a nice hit on the citadel, which is the juicy part of the ship, as I was saying. And didn't get the kill, but that's fine. Maybe we can shoot this guy instead. There we go. Right. So we've got some good hits on him. Yeah, those citadels are what you want to try and get, but you want to avoid trying to take, if that makes any sense. They mean that somebody has inflicted large damage on your boat. Now, I'm hoping that that Orlan just there, we can hit over the top. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we got a fire on him, and it looks like we can probably, if we can get the shells over the top there, probably get hits on that Bougainville and finish him off. So yeah, don't be afraid to vary your target. You know, just because you've been shooting at one boat doesn't mean you have to keep shooting at that one boat. Now you can see there the smoke shows that he's going backwards, so we'll shoot behind him. And the gun accuracy on tier 1 boats is not the best, but you know, we'll do okay. Now he's stopped going backwards there, he's going forwards again. So let's lead the target again. There we go. Got some hits. Be nice to We took out one of his guns there, which is lovely. Now don't forget to check around. There we go, another citadel there. Nice damage on our little enemy skis. So let's see if we can... Yeah, there we go. Finish him off. And we've got some guys over here. He's given us a lovely profile, isn't he? So let's shoot him. Let's see if we can get some good damage on him. There we go. Nice. And just this guy to go now. Again, he's in an Orlan. So we'll do what we can to... There we go. Got some nice damage on him before one of our compadres took him out. So, let's explain this here. These numbers and things that have just appeared. This is the end of the game screen. If you're seeing the word victory, then yay. If it says defeat, well, learn your lessons and, you know, take away from the game maybe what you did and what you could have done better, if you know what I mean. So, 26,264 credits. Now, this number here is your opening line on the statement, if you like. If you are playing a tier 1 boat, there's no deduction from that. If you're playing any other tier, so tier 2 through to 10, you will get a service cost and an ammunition resupply cost. Okay, so it will deduct it from that. This here is the experience that you have earned with the boat in the game. This here is free experience. Now, I'll explain the difference between the two in a moment. This is how much damage you did, so 8,887. How many citadel hits we got. You might not get them to start with, but if you aim at the middle of the boat, roughly at or just above the waterline, then you got a good chance of picking these up. And these are when you do your maximum damage. 25 target hits there, so the number of shells that hit the target was that. And you see there we got 23 penetrating shots and 2 that shattered. So yeah, you do the damage with the penetrating shots, but not with the ones that don't penetrate. If they non-penetration or bounce, then yeah, you don't get any damage. Incapacitations, then that's how many of the key systems we took out, like engine or steering. Okay, how many boats you sunk and how many fires you started. Let's have a look at the team score, and there we are up the top. That's fine. Well, to be honest, I really would hope that we would be at the top, the number of games I've played. If you're in the middle, or you know, anywhere apart from the bottom 3, I would say you've done well in your first, say, 25 games. If you can manage to get in the middle somewhere, you're doing well. Detailed report. This will show you how many boats you shot at. You see there, we shot a nice selection of boats. Whatever was presenting us the best target at the time. These are the breakdown of your how many, you know, how much damage you did and how it was compiled. This is how much damage you took. Now then, credits and XP. As I said, no service or resupply cost on a tier 1 boat, so that is equal to that. Otherwise, it would be that less that. Okay. The experience you earned, if you have first game of the day in it, then normally you've got a multiplier on this, so it might be plus 50, plus 100%. So, you know, you've got a chance maybe to double it up. And Commander XP. Now, free XP and Commander XP and XP. Let's explain this very briefly, the difference between them. Okay. You'll see here, this chappie has got a little set of numbers just there. 1/4. So if we click on the captain, it will bring this menu up. Okay, you may not get this in level 1. Let's actually have a look and just see where this unlocks. Commander XP. Okay, free XP you get at level 5. Ship commander, there we go, you get at level 7. So when you start seeing commander XP, and again, it won't take you that long to get to level 7, seriously. By the time you've got a tier 4 or tier 5 boat, you should be there. When you get commander XP, you can start to unlock skills for the commander. Think of it like crew skills in World of Tanks, if you played that. Each of these, it's got a tooltip on it, it tells you what it does. Read it carefully, because if you click the wrong one and you want to change it, then it will cost you gold doubloons, which are real life money. Okay, so make sure you have a little scout around on YouTube on what's the best commander setup. Okay, free XP. So if we go to modules, if we were to unlock, I need to go to a boat that I haven't unlocked. So let's go to a tech tree for a second. We'll go to the Budyonny, which is in the Russian cruiser line. So, you know, big brother to the Orlan. You'll see there it's a much bigger boat. It's got more guns, more stuff going on. You'll see here 2 figures. Okay, this is the XP that you have earned with the boat. This is free XP. Now, free XP, also sitting up here, goes across all of your boats. Okay, it's like a community XP pot. So, what you could do, see there, this is 8,500 XP. So, if I were to research this for 8,500 XP, it will use the 4,836 XP I've got and then make the difference up with free XP. Okay, so you understand how that works. Each thing has a purchase price as well. So the upgrade for this particular hull, now bear in mind this is a tier 6 ship, so you know it's much more expensive than tier 1, is 1 million credits and 13,500 XP. And from that, I would then need 69,500 XP to unlock the shores and 5.6 million to buy the tier 7 boat. Okay, now this sounds like a lot when you're talking in millions to get stuff done. But believe me, everything scales. So with that game we had, what was it? It was some 314 XP. Okay, that doesn't sound a lot, does it? No. In this, you would go out and, if you had a good game, probably get 3,500, 4,000 XP. So you can see it scales much better as you go up the tiers. So don't panic too much about the big numbers. If you have a good game in this, you could earn 200, 300,000 credits. So again, you know, the big purchase prices, you're not talking huge amounts of time. You're not going to need to play it for a year to unlock the next boat. You might need to play 20, maybe 30 battles in some of the higher tier boats to get the next thing unlocked. But that's, you know, because you're getting to the high tiers. So yeah, don't panic too much about the numbers there. So that's pretty much it, really. I mean, as a starting guide on jumping into a boat, knowing what to shoot at, it's pretty simple, and the game itself is quite straightforward. I would suggest you do any tutorials that pop up early game. When I started playing this, there weren't any. No, I've been playing this game for a long time. If we have a look at the profile, yeah, there you go, 26th of June 2015 I registered this this game. So that's when I first started playing. So it's a long time ago, but as it's now coming out on Steam, there are going to be bunch of new players, and I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, a big influx of fresh blood into the game is always good. Don't be put off by, shall we say, those of us that have played the game for a while, because if you stick to the lower tiers until you kind of get and know what you're doing, you're unlikely to bump into them. I mean, there will be some people who think it's funny to come down and seal club, but they'll be pretty quickly apparent. You know, when you're looking at somebody on the team and they've got 6 kills, yeah, it's kind of obvious they played the game before. So yeah, don't be put off by them. I think you'll find that tier 1, 2 and 3 are really fun little ships to go out and enjoy, and they will teach you the basics. You know, it's a school of hard knocks. If you go into a game and you just get blown out of the water really quickly, look at what you're doing, or what you were doing, and you know, just learn from it. Nobody taught us how to play it. We had to learn ourselves. So if there are tutorials, take advantage of them, because they will make the learning curve so much nicer. Anyway, that's quite enough from me for now. So if you enjoyed the video, then feel free to give the old like button a tickle. If you're new to the channel, or new to the game and the channel, don't forget the old subscribe buttons there if you'd like to see more videos. And the comments section is there if you've got any questions, then let me know, and I'll be happy to help if I can. So, just remains for me to say thank you ever so much for watching, guys, but for now, it is Captain Random signing off. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.